The girl suddenly discovered in terror that her own father had actually turned into a werewolf. At that moment, she was so scared she froze in place. Fortunately, her mother quickly appeared, grabbed her and ran away. The next morning, father didn't know what to do. Sitting at the table, he didn't know how to explain to his daughter all of this. To prevent Lisa from being affected, Grandpa decided to quietly take her away from this place to go home and live. But mother absolutely refused to agree. She pushed Grandpa down to the ground, knocking him over until mother said all of this was Grandpa's fault. Only then did Grandpa decide to stop interfering with this matter to help Lisa understand. The next day, father drove Lisa to the forest. They went to the old castle where he transformed last night. Then father told her a secret Lisa had never heard before. It turned out their family had always been troubled by a terrible curse. Every full moon night father would transform. To avoid scaring his daughter, he would hide in this old castle and tie himself up. But after transforming, he would completely lose his human consciousness, only wanting to consume living things. This was also why mother would take a cake with her every time she went out, knowing that father didn't want to become like this either. Because of the curse problem, Lisa finally accepted this version of her father. However, happy times are always brief, because there were no more pigs left at home. Mother had no choice but to take father to the castle again, then securely locked his neck with iron chains. She thought this way, nothing terrible would happen again. However, what they didn't know was, that night the moon was especially full, and it was a blood moon. That night after father transformed, his strength and wild nature reached their peak. To prevent something terrible from happening, Grandpa quickly locked all the doors and windows. But even so, the werewolf father still came to the door in the middle of the night.